learn how to self-publish your book step by step without missing a step. This is a 3-part series. Today, we are going to talk about how to get your book to press. To recap, part 1 was all about writing, from planning to editing and finally a finished product. Find the link in the description below this video, just in case you missed it. In that video, I went over 7 steps on how to successfully write a book, from the planning of your story through several rewrites to the completion of your manuscript. Part 2 also has 7 steps, but these are after your book is done. It's all about getting your book to press. Regardless if you want to have a physical book or an ebook, the process is very similar. Step 1. Choose a platform. And what I mean by choose a platform is, do you want to use a traditional model, sometimes called offset printing, or a print-on-demand model, POD for short? With the traditional model, you would print all of your books at one time. And this is where things like editions, first print, or second print comes from. Whereas the POD method can utilize the onesie-twosies of printing, meaning you can print as much or as little as you need or want. I prefer the POD method because I don't want to, 1, have all that upfront costs associated with using an offset printer, and 2, I don't want to potentially have piles of my book lying around until sold. It's true, you can still buy in quantity with the POD. Say, if you want to do a signing at a local bookstore, or if you pre-order, went bananas. Good on you, by the way. Step 2. Get an ISBN. An ISBN are those numbers below the barcode. You want to buy both. It's how your book will be recognized by bookstores, offline, and on. ISBNs come in packages, and I recommend the 10-pack, which will set you back $395, which also gives you 5 barcodes and 1 QR code. But if that's too much right now, 1 ISBN costs $125. I buy my ISBNs through Bowker, and you can use their services too, as long as you live in the United States or in Australia. Links are in the description below. Even though you don't need an ISBN for ebooks, I still recommend getting one. You will need an ISBN for every softcover, hardcover, or ebook. You can print as many books as you like with 1 ISBN. However, once you make a change, say to the 2nd edition, this is where you will need a new ISBN. Some PODs will give you a free ISBN. Do not accept their offer. Whoever owns the ISBN can claim at least partial ownership. In other words, if your book takes off, they can take royalties. Step 3. Set the cover price. Ask yourself, what are similar books priced at in my genre? This will be a great jumping off point. Now find the price range of your genre. Your book should fall within these price points. Make sure there is room for profits. You need to make sure the book can be marked down and still make money off of it. This applies to offline as well as online bookstores. Step 4. Publication date. Time to set a date of completion. By setting a goal, this will give you a push to finish. Be realistic and don't be so hard on yourself if you miss the date. If this happens, set another one, but try to push yourself to finish on time. Step 5. Design interior pages. This is the layout and design of your book. You can always do this yourself, but if you don't have special design powers or the time to learn, I would leave this one up to the professionals. Now, if you want to learn how to design your own interior pages, there are many different programs to choose from. Some are even free. And of course, there are thousands of YouTube tutorials. Step 6. Create a book cover. Again, like the last step, if you aren't too savvy with things like Photoshop, I would seriously consider hiring someone to design your cover for you. Remember, everyone judges a book by its cover. Everyone. your book can be a once-in-a-generational good. I mean, the best ever written. And if the cover's poor, well, you have pretty much no shot of anyone reading it. Know what your audience expects to see from your genre. If you're writing romance, your cover should be romantic. People embracing. Well, you get the idea. Step 7. Choose a printer. Again, I recommend a POD, which is still a printer. They just print whenever the book is needed. It's okay to use more than one POD. You can have one for physical copies and another for ebooks. Be careful, some PODs will want you to sign exclusives. Don't do this. It will limit your selling options. And just like that, your book is written and has an ISBN, a cover, and it's even printed. Congratulations! But if you are still a little confused, pick up a self-publishing checklist from selfpubnow.com. The checklist is a step-by-step guide and goes into more detail. In part 3 of this video series, I'll walk you through your book launch. Again, if you want a complete checklist guide on how to self-publish, including what you saw here, plus much, much more, go to selfpubnow.com and grab that checklist. Remember, the checklist guide goes into much more detail than what I've shared here today. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And let me know how you like this video in the comments below. Go to selfpubnow.com to get your free checklist. And I'll see you in part 3.